go. Now we're ready.
Alright, people. Welcome to another video installment of Dragon and Ninja's Rambling Reviews. And today we got a big one for you guys.
Yep.
Huge review. We are going to review Sony's E3 press conference from last night. Which would have been Monday night. Today, we're doing this video on the Tuesday after the press conference. And yeah, Sony bitch slapped Microsoft repeatedly. But I got a few things I need to get out of the way first when we start this. Number one, I did not watch Microsoft's conference.
I did not either.
Except for I went back and looked at some of the stuff that Sony was bitch slapping Microsoft with at the end of their conference last night, just to see.
Yeah. Plus basically, UK told me basically, partly it was bullshit anyway. Like, you know, don't even watch it, don't even bother, you know.
Apparently Nintendo did the worst. That's what I'm hearing from people.
Oh my God.
After this conference. But at this point, I've taken Nintendo out of the whole console war because at this point Nintendo was basically a non-issue because when the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 came out, they put out the Wii, and the Wii was basically just a GameCube with motion control. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's basically all it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're making a jump to the next gen, and their next gen console is basically this gen console.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, I've taken Nintendo out altogether. Yes, Nintendo does make great games as long as they're first party games. As long as Nintendo's the one making them, they're okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to focus on Sony and Microsoft for this review.
Oh my God.
I want to get that out of the way just to let y'all know ahead of time. Now let's jump right into the review, because me and Dragon, my kid, we watched the press conference. All
that shit, man.
Got off to a bad start. They were late. Sony was late. Okay. Sony was late. We sat there watching.
Sat there watching Blue Shell on the stream, like on the stream, right?
Yes. Forever. Okay. When they started it, first thing they come out with was they come out with a couple, you know, like a little speech about the PS4.
Yeah.
At that point, all we were like is, hey, show us the PS4. We don't care about anything else.
Yes.
They did not do that. They didn't do that.
We had to go through a bunch of other stuff to get to it.
The Vita. I like the Vita. Vita's cool, but it's not my thing.
Exactly.
Okay. Moving on from the Vita, we jump to the PlayStation 3. We get the launch trailer for The Last of Us. Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
We actually finally got gameplay of the new Batman Arkham game, the Arkham
Origins. Yep, the damn Batman.
Finally got gameplay. It looks amazing, and all I'm gonna say is we're getting Batman gets the Azrael skin from Nightfall.
Yes.
Okay. All right. A few more PS3 things are to come, and I've actually been seeing a lot of other PS3 games that were not in Sony's conference last night. That actually look really good and they're still to come. But, okay, then it came time for the PS4. And it came time to reveal what the box what it looks like. The actual machine.
By the way, I'm almost done processing that. I'm almost done.
Me too.
I'm almost done processing that.
After thinking about it for a whole night and most of the day.
Yeah, I was like, I was looking at that.
Does it look cool? Kinda.
Yeah, kinda it does, but yeah, at the same time, you don't know how to make heads or tails of the, like.
Does it look better than the Xbox One? God, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. The thing really looks like, and I've narrowed it down to this is what all the things look like. It looks like two PS2s were glued together.
Yeah.
It looks like an eraser.
You saw that?
It looks like.
You saw that little, like them little, when it was on vertical, like them little, like the PS2 stand style, like the feet.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like yeah, it looks like two PS2s were glued together. It looks like an eraser. Like a handheld eraser. Like it looks like an eraser. It looks like somebody stacked some books on their shelf and thought that was a good idea for a console. Honestly, it's not bad looking, but it's not the most awesome thing in the world. I was just supposed to be, you know. I really think it's what I did find out where the black shiny part of it is. There's a tray that lets out. IGN they actually showed you the tray.
Fucking better
thing.
Look of it, you know, closer look.
Yeah. Well, they couldn't really show you the back of it, though. Is what the Colin Moriarty was saying. He couldn't really show you the back of it, but he did tell me where the fucking tray. Because that was the big thing with Dragon, was like, where do I put the games?
How the fucking games going?
Are they going to be hard disk? Like, where are they going to be hard disk for this thing? But, really, honestly, in the coming months, it's one of those systems that will probably grow on you the more you see it, the more like we see it in use and stuff. By no means it's not bad looking. It really looks sleek. It really looks like a next gen console, but it's not the best looking.
That ain't the best looking model, like the way it looks like. Just,
and apparently it's the same size as the first PS Slim.
It is? Huh.
Yeah, that's what they were saying on IGN. It's basically the same size. Then they jumped from the reveal of the PS4, what it looked like, to the TV show movie aspect of what you could do with the PS4. But this is where they beat Microsoft, and this is another one of the main areas. Now we'll get to the shellacking Microsoft too fast from Sony later. But they just told us about it, and that was it. They didn't spend any time dragging it out. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like, oh, our system is, you know, and I'll cover this in the interview, but the main thing I liked about the Sony conference, it was catered to us. Hardcore gamers. Like it was catered to hardcore gamers. And there's the point I'm bring up about Xbox One later on that
video games.
I'll bring this up later.
Video games.
So
video games.
we start, and then we get that, then they do that, then we get to the actual games, and the majority of the games they showed for it was stuff we already knew about, like Infamous and Assassin's Creed and whatnot. I don't know if that wasn't a new God of War, that was something else by Santa Monica Studio, Ready at Dawn. Ready at Dawn is somebody, it was somebody and somebody else. But so we get to the games. We get to see Infamous. We got Second Son in game. We got to see gameplay of that.
That looks pretty nice.
It looks amazing. It looks amazing. We got to see gameplay of Watch Dogs. It looks amazing.
Watch Dogs.
We got to, Watch Dogs is really awesome. We got to see what else we get to? We saw gameplay of Assassin's Creed on the PS4. We saw Assassin's Creed 4 on the PS4.
Yes.
Dude, actually, when you remember last night when the demo, when the guy was playing the demo of Assassin's Creed and it stopped, it just stopped.
It like locked up, like just sat there, like.
Yeah, we didn't.
I thought they paused that screen. Like I thought they did that on purpose.
I did too until I seen the dude hang his head in chain. But I found out later on because I went back and they had the actual video of that dude playing it, but it's just the video. There's not like the press conference.
Okay.
But like. We didn't miss anything. All it was, it just pans back from where they had Blackbeard and Edward standing there, and it just pans back, and it's like Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. That's all we missed. That was basically it. So it's done. And what else did we see? The Order, that new game from The Order.
1889, right? 1889.
1886. It's 1886. Basically, you're
fucking werewolves, right?
You're like a. It's like Supernatural meets Van Helsing meets steampunk meets.
We're gonna show Van Helsing.
Yes, but then came, in my opinion, the two biggest reveals of E3. In my opinion, the two biggest reveals. One of them is a big reveal, as in the game is fucking damn near a mythological creature by now.
Yeah.
But we're gonna cover those one by one. First, they pulled up a video of Tetsuya Nomura from Square Enix to give us an update on Final Fantasy Versus 13. It is still a game, but now it is known as Final Fantasy 15. Moved to the PS4. We got a full-blown trailer, gameplay. The game looks actually almost done, if you ask me. But like, because when we heard about it in 2006, we all when they first announced 13, and we heard about it in 2006, and we just hear about it like every 3 or 4 years we hear about it. And at this point, it was getting to be like, it was like a damn unicorn, man.
You said unicorn.
Yeah, it's like a fucking mythological creature, dude. The shit was literally like, you know what I mean? Like, but then the guy come out and was like, and there have been rumors circulating before E3 that Square Enix had actually moved Versus 13 to the PS4. I'm going to call it 15. But it was true. It turned out to be true. But dude, and I love how they set it up, because dude, they totally knocked it out of the park. Like, they come back. 15 looks amazing, by the way. Final Fantasy 15, dude, that game looks.
Oh, man, shit.
Go find the trailer. Yes. Go find the trailer. Words cannot explain how awesome that game looks.
15. Holy shit.
15, son. 15. Okay. So we get to he comes back on and he's like, "We got one more trailer for y'all. Please enjoy." And it was the best possible news you could ever get as a gamer. Kingdom Hearts 3 is real. It's official. We
finally real. Holy shit.
15 seconds of gameplay. We saw it.
Yes, and the fucking shit off the hook, man.
Although, whenever it first switched to the, after they got done running the Kingdom Hearts, all the games, until they did the part where Sora was surfing on that wave of Heartless. Yeah. I almost started thinking that bitch was just going to be on the Vita, dude. I was like, what the hell?
I know, man.
But then they changed it. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then I went back and watched the actual trailer, because they have that IGN has like all the trailers for these games. We saw at the press conference, like all the trailers are up for you to watch and stuff. And like it looks.
Shit looks tight, man.
The
graphics look great.
Yeah, they do. Okay, we get that, and then we get a couple more games and stuff. Yeah. We get a couple more games, then we get to the big questions that were surrounding the Sony press conference because of the Microsoft press conference. Microsoft come out and said that you can no longer use games in your Xbox One. Meaning, if me and Dragon lived in the same house, and he bought a game for Xbox One, and I wanted to play it when he was done, even just single player, I couldn't borrow it. I'd have to go buy the bitch brand new.
That's fucking crazy.
Sony come out and was like, no use game restrictions.
They had a lot of shit up there, like you said, no use games, man. That was one that was on people's mind right there. But that shit right there, no use games. Everybody been wanting to know about that, because Sony ain't never said jack shit about that until when we got to that conference and they.
I went back and watched that. Part of the conference. Yeah, I didn't realize how much that dude was taking shots at Microsoft without coming right out and just saying Microsoft.
Dude, I told you can't. That dude. You can plainly as day see that damn smile on that man's face. Like, it's like he ain't even had to bust out laughing. He was already practically busting out laughing for it.
Yeah, dude. Like that dude. Did you see that they changed his Wikipedia page? Like, you go to Wikipedia like last night and look, dude. It was like, dude, underneath his name, it was like Jack Trenton or whatever his name is, the guy who effectively killed Microsoft. Like, dude, I was like, oh my god, like, dude, they changed his wiki page, but
hell yeah.
So now on PlayStation 4, you can trade your games, sell your games, let your friends borrow them, or keep them forever.
Yep.
Awesome news. Number 2, the next kick to the nuts that Sony delivered Microsoft is that your games do not have to be required to be on. Your system does not have to be online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year.
Basically, what they saying is, you don't have to have no Wi-Fi activated, whatever they're gonna do. You don't have nothing. You can practically just take out your modem, your modem cord,
Yep.
your fucking Ethernet cable, right, and then play that bitch, no problems. You ain't even gotta be connected.
Not one. Yeah, go ahead.
You ain't even gotta be connected to any fucking internet.
Because if you get an Xbox One, to even play your single player game, you have to be connected to the internet.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And your game has to be authenticated.
Look, heaven forbid, like, ISP fucking get screwed up, right?
Oh, yeah.
They don't take account from outside forces like that, you know, like, yeah, ISP fucking, yeah, recently my ISP got fucked up. So what, yeah, my shit happened like that recently.
During E3, our laptop, or during E3, our, what you call it, our internet.
That fucking internet keep fucking screwing up, no.
Everybody's getting kicked off because, like, Sony's press conference was shutting down internet. So y'all know that. Shutting down internet.
Ninja, it was so strong.
Bayonetta 2 was announced.
Yes.
Yeah, Bayonetta 2 was not out of the press conference, but that was something popped in my head until Dragon.
Oh yeah, hey Ninja.
You go ahead.
It was, you know, everything got shut down, right? Us included.
Yeah, everything. Everything. Like, they were shutting down, like, their modems. Like,
look,
the modems were being shut. It's crazy.
Jack shut down Microsoft, and he also shut down us. It was that strong.
Yeah. And then after they, you know, he got done. It was like a couple more points. I don't remember right offhand where he was just like.
Oh, remember about the PlayStation Plus thing? Remember that?
Okay, okay, a lot of people are bitching about this, but honestly, it's not that fucking bad.
Nah.
The only way you could play multiplayer on PS4 is to have a PlayStation Plus account.
Yeah.
That does not mean that you have to have a PS Plus account to play your single player games or to do anything else. Use the apps, go in the store, buy stuff. Everything is still exactly the same. It's just if you want to play multiplayer with your friends,
you just have to have Plus. That's it.
You have to have Plus. Now, compared to having to pay $60 every 3 months or $30 a month to get a gold live membership, yeah, I'll take that any fucking day. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take that any day. I'm already a Plus member, so that's not a big deal for me. But a lot of people are like, oh, it's not like you get 17 PS4 games for free. You sign up for Plus on PS4. Yeah, okay, yeah, oh, this bitch, oh, we don't want to pay, like, $50 so we can have 17 free games and play online multiplayer. What happens is quite stupid. No. Like, shut up. Okay. Anyway, we move from that, and they go and they show us that it was Destiny, the people that made Halo, and now they're making this PS4 game, it's called Destiny. No, if you don't want it, like, I mean, really, y'all go check it out. I'm not real big into first-person shooters, and it didn't really. It was like
basically not a cup of tea type, you know.
Yeah, it's like a serious Borderlands. If you play Borderlands 2, which Dragon plays a lot, it looks like a serious Borderlands, and
you can. Brother was mentioning, like, how you can work your way up to some good gear. That's what I thought. Eddie said that too, like, you know, like. It's that style, you know? That type. Okay.
But then came the last thing they said. The biggest blow to Microsoft's nutsack.
The last knee to the nut. The death blow. They effectively neutered Microsoft with this last. You're talking about with the sledgehammer, right?
Yes. They you got triple H, Microsoft. I'll tell you, the whole press conference from the time they started actually showing off the PS4 and stuff, they never said one thing about the price. And I was like, I just want to know how much it's going to cost. Like, you know, Kingdom Hearts, I was going to have Kingdom Hearts 3, I was already sold. I was like, okay, cool. You're like, hey, I'm down. But, like, you know, like, they never said nothing about the price. Now, keep in mind, the Xbox One is $500 out the gate.
Yep.
PS4, $400. $399, dude. That's $400. They undercut Microsoft by $100.
They're the undercutters now, see?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
And here's the point from earlier I was going to make about this, about the price thing. This is the exact reverse of what happened to Sony at the PS3 launch. Because, okay, let's look at PS3, Xbox 360 launch, okay? Sony was riding high off the PS2. PS2 dominated the whole gen before the one we're in now. Dominated the whole generation, okay? They're riding high on it. Their basic thinking was we could put this out. As people like our PlayStation 2 so much, we could put it out at $600. They'll get a second chance to buy our machine. No, gamers were vocal about that from the beginning. Okay, so that's why basically, as much as I hate to say it, Microsoft pretty much dominated this gen up until about maybe around 2.5, 3 years ago.
Yeah, then they finally started trying to come up, finally come up.
When the price cut happened, that's when Sony took off. Yes. Okay, now we get to the next gen, the PS4 and the Xbox One, or the X-Bone as people on Facebook call it.
X-fucking-bone and shit.
The X-Bone, yeah, like even bone.
And then X-Bone's on Game Pass too, right?
Yeah, dude. Oh man. But this is exactly what happened. Microsoft went into this next generation because they got the big head, because they were kicking ass all this last generation, got the big head, and it's the curse of the third console. Your third console. Now, Sony come in and was like, you know what, we ain't making the same mistake twice, we'll let you guys do that. You know, like, and now it's just the reverse situation. I'm not gonna say the Xbox
stuff with that, like coming out, man.
Yeah. All the games I really saw for the Xbox One that even piqued my interest was Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
And that was like, I was like really, because dude, I don't know, for some reason it just, to me it just screamed Street Fighter, and I was like, that's not, Killer Instinct was more Mortal Kombat than it was Street Fighter. I was like, back in the day, I was like, man. Alright, but like, that one, that Rise Son of Rome game looks, that game looks awesome. I really wish it was not an Xbox One exclusive, because that game looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
And everybody keeps telling me about this game called Titanfall. I haven't seen it yet, but apparently that was like, those were the big three out of the Xbox One. There wasn't a sports game or a Call of Duty or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I just, Sony basically just came through last night like a boss. They went to their conference, and I've never seen somebody blatantly just come out swinging at any of these, for as long as I've been watching E3, dude, I've never seen one of them just come out like that and just be like...
Ninja, there was in the boxing match and Tony came out fighting.
Yeah, Sony was Manny Pacquiao, not about Floyd Mayweather. Oh, I said it on camera! Oh, I'm sorry. But, yeah, okay, I'll put it this way. Sony was John Bones Jones knocking out Randy Jackson. There you go.
Oh!
Okay, I said it again. Oh man, I got to put that. Okay, so, you know, all in all, dude, Sony impressed me. Last Dragon, we were talking about this like after the conference. I was speechless, man. Like, I didn't know what to say. They blew my mind.
Ninja, we just had to scoop up our jawbones, basically. Like,
yeah, dude, I was like, holy, what the hell, man? Like, you know, I meant to write you last night.
Yeah, basically, we was processing that, what went on, like, trying to get it in our heads,
yeah, dude, it was, like, some of this conference was so awesome that, like, if any more awesome would have happened, all of those games are probably dead right now from, like, mass nerdgasm, but, like, it was really cool. I meant to write you like this last night and tell you this too, but last night, IGN put up tweets that were going on during, like, after the conference, they put up going on during.
Yeah.
Like, all these people were talking mad crap, dude, when Sony's conference started.
Damn.
Until Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced. And when they announced Kingdom Hearts 3, dude, these same people, you should have seen the 180 everybody took.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like, dude, we just got like, dude, oh my god.
And you heard that, you probably be like, what the fuck happened now? Like, what's up now? Like,
Yeah, dude.
All of a sudden, and the negativity, and then all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, it just was gone. You know, like somehow it all disappeared. I'm like,
people were like, yeah, people were even saying like, oh man, the PS4 looks like the new Xbox.
oh my god.
I was like, how? Dude, the Xbox really is a box.
Yeah, that sure is.
It's like a bookshelf thing. I don't know what the hell that thing is. Like, the Xbox really is a box now. It's a glorified cable box. But, like, dude, like, I don't know, man. It's amazing. Go and check it out. IGN.com has a great bunch of videos. GameSpot, Games Radar, Machinima.com, dude, like all the game sites. They're Screw Attack.
Everything.
All of them, dude. Go check them out, man. I give their press conference a 9.5 out of 10 because only reason I give it only reason I take a half point away is because just the beginning of it, just they hadn't been late and they hadn't freaking just come out and be like, we know you want to see the PS4.
Hurry it up.
But then when I thought about it, I was like, I'm kind of glad they closed with the PS4 instead of like just coming out the gate and be like, bam.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's what happened to Microsoft. Microsoft came out swinging with their big guns first, and then the rest of the conference was like a BS letdown, apparently, what everybody was telling me. But 1.5 out of 10, dude, PS4 is going to be, I'm telling y'all, if you don't believe me, take your ass to YouTube, take your ass to the gaming sites, and look at it. Look at the games that are coming out. I'm still, even right now, and as much as I've been talking about this thing, even right now, I'm still like, wow.
We trying.
Still like, wow.
Yeah, it's like, basically, we try to understand English. I was like, look at that.
Yeah, I'm speaking gibberish over here, but like, was the reveal enough for me to get me hyped for the PS4? Most definitely.
Yeah.
Was it enough for me to get one day one? Maybe.
Maybe, yeah, I'm going with maybe.
Maybe.
Honestly, look, here's the thing. I do this every year. Like, but not the day one for me, but I'm saying just for me. I did this with every console. I always waited until, by the time I get it, it's gonna be plenty of shit out for me to pick from. Like it's gonna be a lot of stuff out by the time I to choose from. Like study how you wait and by the time I get it, I can look. When I get my system, I go buy the system. By the time I'm ready to buy the system. Hell, on that same day, I pick up a shitload of games. That's how I did with all these kind of systems. I scooped up a whole fucking lot of games instead of finding one game. I come out with that.
And I had the exact same thing. The reason I say maybe is because just from the games themselves.
Don't get us wrong. The prices are good. The price is fucking great. The price is fucking great, but
it's not the price. The price.
It's just for me. I'm not an early adopter of a new. I'm not an early adopter. Off the gate like that.
That we were having with a couple of our friends. Me and Dragon were having a couple of our friends. Even with voice chat, I said, if the PlayStation 4 is not like $400 would be pushing it. If it's not $350 to $400, I was out. I was done. I was out. And Sony nailed it. But the games is what made me be like, I want this bitch now. Like, I'm gonna get it day one.
Yes.
But then the more I calmed down from my Sony just come through and blew my mind thing was
dude, I was like that too. I was just like that. Not too long ago this morning. Like, I was like, let me calm down. Yeah.
See, that's why I'm glad we did. Because I wanted to do this last night. I wanted to do this review last night, but I'm glad Dragon was like, let's just wait.
Because I almost got the jump. I almost jumped the gun from pressure. Like you got dudes on your list telling you get the PS4, get the PS4.
Yeah,
dude, almost did it. I swear, I almost did it, yo. This is the first time I actually almost caved in to do something like that, and
dude,
basically I smacked my fucking hand away.
I was like, no.
I basically smacked my hand away from that fucking shit. I was like, no. Not yet.
Yeah. Do people write me like, hey man, I'm going to pre-order PS4 tomorrow, man. You better go out there and do it, dude.
Yeah.
Sony conference, you know?
Are you kidding me?
Like, yeah, man, I'm gonna do that shit too. But then, like, I'm glad because Dragon's actually what made me not want to do it. Like, I wrote him, I was like, hey man, let's review the conference now. And Dragon was like, dude, let's just wait. Let's process all the stuff, and because we're too hyped right now, we're too like, I'm gonna kick it out. Like, you know, and
look, if we did do that earlier, we'd be going a mile a minute, like,
here. This is one thing the first thing I thought when I went thinking about this morning. For 7 years, because I had been with the PlayStation 3 since launch. I had been there since launch. For 7 years, I have defended the PlayStation 3. Because in all honesty, out of the 360 and the PlayStation 3, and in my opinion, the PlayStation 3 is the superior console. It always has been.
And let's be honest, I've had Xboxes. Xbox 360. I had them.
360 before I had a PlayStation.
Look what my Xboxes ended up at. Big ass, first Xbox sold it.
Yeah. This is coming from a person that absolutely hates Xbox. The only reason I had an Xbox at launch was because I just wanted to see what all the hoopla surrounding next gen gaming.
You remember the Xbox game back in the day? When they first came out with Xbox, that first one, Jade Empire.
Yeah,
I had it for that.
Xbox wrong. Like the original, if you looked at it, even if you looked at it wrong, the bitch was red ring.
Yeah, it was fun.
But okay, here's the thing. For 7 years, I have defended the PlayStation 3. For 7 years. For 7 years. Every time I have a conversation, and to me, I don't care about console wars, really. I mean, honestly, I care less as long as you're playing games. Because to me, gamers are gamers no matter what system you're on. We're all gamers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, and I'm a manager at GameStop. Don't try to find which one, because if you come in and be like, hey man, are you Ninja from Simple Name 8? I'll be like, what are you talking about, man? You want that? But anyway, 7 years, dude, I've defended the system. And I would talk to Xbox fans when they come in the store, or just anybody that plays games. They'll talk to them, man. We talk about multi-platform games, and I'm like, yeah, I like the game more on PS3. I'm a PS3 person.
It's loyalty. It's about loyalty because people saying Sony was getting beat down. You know, the PS3 get beat down and shit. You know, I just shrugged that shit off, man. I shrugged this shit off, honestly. I really didn't give a shit. I'm stuck with console I got right now. I'm liking the console I got right now. You know?
But this is what they do. They would go to Hayden. I mean, like, not even talking about the game. Not even talking about, like, the game. If the game is good, it's just, the PS3 is blah, blah, XYZ reasons, and blah, 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 PS3 is blah, blah. But you know what? Xbox fans, if you come at me with that dumb shit now, I got 2 words for you. And it's not suck it. Those 2 words, if you come at me with some dumb shit about Microsoft, those 2 words are Xbox One.
Xbox.
Your argument.
Cable box.
Your argument is invalid from there on out.
Wait, the Xbox One take them you know the cable wires like that you gotta switch behind on the TV, some type of thing. Do they take that?
I don't know. I don't really know anything about the hardware that goes into the Xbox. Cause that lost me. You can't. That no use games that have to be online all the time. They lost me at that back during the Xbox One reveal. I was like,
most definitely. They did.
But just so you know, Microsoft fanboys, if you come at me with this dumb shit, only thing I'm gonna look you square in the eye and be like, Xbox One.
All right, let's recap. Microsoft got Triple H. Triple H. Yes. They got Triple H.
You got Triple H last night. Hard.
Oh, wait, Ninja.
I don't.
We got more news after this, right? We got another. You can go into the thing about that Walking Dead thing. Just we saw too, like. It's gonna be fans that like that game. Like
you wanna do that now, or
we do that shit? Yeah, we do that shit now. Personal things like tidbits, details, info.
All the things I know about it, I actually was looking up this one. The only thing I know about the new. Okay, season 1 of Walking Dead, if you've seen our review for it, you know that we loved it, and 10 out of 10, we love that game. And we are huge fans of the Walking Dead comic universe and TV universe and games, all that shit.
Yep.
I have not played Survival Instinct because I refuse to play it because I keep hearing really bad stuff about it, but maybe I will one day.
I heard too,
Telltale, they are currently working on the second season, which will bridge, that happens to Clementine after the,
remember that one we saw, what was it, the DLC?
Yeah, this is called, it's a DLC for the first season. It bridges the gap between the first season, which is the first 5 episodes, and the new season. It's called it's called Walking Dead 400 Days. It's 5 stories. 5 stories in 1 DLC episode.
Man, that shit gonna be nice.
5 different stories of 5 different characters, and apparently they come together. I don't know. Like, I watched the Rewind Theater on IGN, and they make some really good points, man. Like, because there's one part in the trailer, when the dude's walking down the street, and it looks like Kenny pulls up behind him in his truck.
Yeah.
And like Kenny, a lot of people thought like that one dude was OD'd. And there's just one
dude, I swear, I thought that was me too when I first saw that dude, yo.
Yeah.
When I first saw that dude.
They think Lori is in this one because the actual game centers around like a group of survivors inside this gas station.
So it's possible they might meet up with Omi and them, right? It could pass the vial, so they could talk. Yeah.
And I'll get to another thing too. It's going to blow your mind in a minute. But inside this gas station, inside the diner part, they were talking about how this one chick, I can't tell you what it is. There's one chick in there, dude, that looks a lot like Lori from the comics.
What?
Because we got to talk Glenn and Lily and Herschel in season 1.
Yep.
There was a chick that looks exactly like Lori.
Shit.
In one of them, I'll show it to you later whenever I can pull up the video or something. But okay, here's what's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. Spoilers. If you haven't played The Walking Dead and seen it yet.
Shame on them.
Remember the 2 people walking in the distance?
Oh yeah, those 2.
We thought it was Krista, and in our review, we thought it was Krista and not Omid.
Yeah.
What if it's 2 of the people from this game we're fixing to get?
What?
What if it's 2 of those people from the DLC?
Oh, it was one of them?
I was thinking.
It could be them?
I'm just saying.
Any of them? It could be.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about this earlier. I was like, what if it's not Kristen Omid? What if it's one of these? Because there's 2 there's a man and woman couple that you play as. A guy, one guy, a chick, and then like 2 dudes on the road, and one of them looks like Jeff Bridges as the dude. And then there's another character. There's like 5. I think there's like 7 or 8 characters you play as, but if you've seen the end of the Walking Dead game, there's the 2 people walking, it's a man and a woman. It looks a lot like Kristen Omid. Then I got thinking, I'm like, what if it ain't Kristen Omid? What if it's 2 people from this upcoming DLC? I think we'll run into some of our characters from the original game.
The ones that survived.
I'm saying because it happens from the first day of the outbreak, which is whenever what's the dude's name we played as? Lee. He was going, going to prison. Yeah. And 400 days is basically like a year, a month, and 5 days. So it takes place over that whole year. The first season takes place in, I think the first season will take place over a whole year, though, does it? I think it's like over like 3-4 months. Because the time jump between the first episode and the second episode is like 3 months, maybe.
Yeah.
But, okay, anyway. I wonder if we're going to run into any of the characters that didn't die during our game. Because Kenny, we don't really know if Kenny died.
Nope.
All we heard was the gunshot, and that was it.
He might have got the hell out.
What about the chick with the call thing, the one from the school?
Remember that chick? Look, remember that chick? You had the option of kicking her out. Remember her?
Yeah, well, no, she had the climbing call thing.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Like from episode 4. Hey, what's her name? Anyway, yeah, her. Like she made it out alive.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though, if that
well, last time look, this chick, she stole a fucking she stole it.
Oh, you know about Lily?
Yeah, I'm talking about her. Like, she stole my shit, yo.
Oh, you're the man. I don't. She might show up in it, but I know for a fact she goes on in the comic books to be the governor's right-hand woman in the comics. So she might show up though. She might show up. I don't know. It's it's like I don't know. Okay. Rick might show up because apparently we were supposed to run into Rick during the first season, but it never happened. Like we were supposed to run into Rick and Carl during the first season, but it never happened. There's just so many possibilities right now that we can speculate for hours on, like about this, what's going to happen.
How long you run into that dude? Remember that Asian dude?
Glenn?
Yeah, you think he made something might have went down, but he tried to get away and shit. Get out. That time when he left the season one.
No, when he left, when he left in the first episode, that was right before he ran into Shane and all of them. At the to start the comic book, to start there, like when Rick.
Yeah, that motherfucker got the hell out before shit got bad.
Yeah.
He made the right call though, because look, you see how well everything start falling apart, like. I don't know. I think he got out.
Like I'm trying to think who else didn't die. I don't remember. Clem didn't die. I don't know, man. If Kenny's in that, the thing about Kenny is we don't know if he it was never resolved if he died or not. You know what I mean? So I just assumed he died. I just assumed he died because usually in that situation, any other zombie media ever, they usually die. So I just assumed he died. But the part where they showed. When the guys talking about how it could be Kenny, they clued me into this. Like he has Kenny's truck, and it looks like the outline of Kenny's face. But this has to take place after the Savannah attack. Yeah. Because Katja and Duck are nowhere to be found with him. But then why would Kenny go back and get his truck, his original truck? After he fell off the thing. I don't know, man. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe it was during that 3 months that they were at the hotel, at that motel, and they were holed up, and he had went somewhere to go, run a supply run and come back by himself, and he found that dude, and he played through a little chunk of that, and he goes back to the motel without him.
Hell yeah! See, Ninja, aren't we helpful? We added this in along with the other, in all them wrapped in one package, nice package, so they wanted to sift through another video and listen to it. It's all hooked. We just hooked them up with all this shit, we said we're gonna give them a bonus, like Walking Dead 400 days added with the basically we added it in because we kind of watched that after the press conference, that trailer, we kind of watched it, what better way of doing that, putting it with the shit you revealing, right? We did right after that time we watched that shit. So that's good.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Any new Walking Dead is cool with me.
And to sum it up, Ninja, what was your press conference score?
9.5 out of 10.
Yes.
I give the beating Sony gave to Microsoft a 10 out of 10 though.
And with the Triple H sledgehammer style.
Yeah, they got it was like,
too good.
Yeah, that was. Oh man, that was. We're gonna quit talking about it now because we'll have y'all here from next.
That was fucking brutal.
But 9 out of 10, PlayStation 4 is gonna be a must. Hardcore gamers, I'm telling you this. I'm trying not to be as biased as I can when I say this, but PS4 is where you're going to.
Yes.
So.
Oh, and. We'll also follow up on that Walking Dead 400 days. We'll also keep an eye out for that too. So we won't leave y'all hanging.
Next week, be on the lookout for our special review of Naughty Dog's newest game, The Almighty, The Last of Us.
Yes.
Next week.
Yes.
Next week.
Yes.
Possibly next week. Or the next, depending on how long it takes us to get through. But be on the lookout for our Last of Us review. Yes.
Oh snap! Guess what we finally did, Ninja? Guess what we finally done. We are finally done.
Really?
Yes.